It is that no man's land, and I do lack a better term for it, but I call it no man's land because you feel like you sort of wandered into it unwittingly. Like I didn't intentionally set out to be an enterprise and I failed.
Yeah.
I just set out to take great care of my clients and serve my community. And here I am at $2.5 million in revenue with 10 employees, and I'm figuring out payroll, and I'm up late at night and I'm stressed and trying to figure out how we grow this thing. Like it wasn't on purpose for a lot of folks. For me in the seat we sit in, especially looking at it from the valuation lens, but also helping people on the back end exit, there are great, very efficient lifestyle businesses, right? Where they don't want all that complexity I just described. They don't want to train mini-me's. They don't want to worry about people taking clients out the back door as fast as I'm bringing them in the front door. I want simple. I want efficient. I don't want the headaches. And I certainly don't want any partners. There are very efficient, great lifestyle businesses that, frankly, on a profitability perspective, will outshine firms that are 2-3 times their size, right? Because they're very intentional about what it is they're trying to build. And then you go the other way with it. And you say, okay, well, then there's enterprises, right? Where it is full-time CEO, sometimes a COO behind the scenes with them. I mean, all of a sudden, you're really starting to talk about a legitimate business that you could take the founder out. And maybe the business doesn't grow as fast, but it still operates, it still grows. The problem is there's a lot of room in that no man's land between the lifestyle business and the large enterprise. Those are the businesses that people feel like sometimes they get stuck, right? Because we haven't hit the size, scale, and efficiency of the enterprise you're describing. But I can remember the days of how simple things used to be, right? Where I was very profitable. I worked on my terms. I could take vacation. Yeah, my clients knew I was going to be out for 2 weeks, but they were pretty well trained. It's when you get stuck in that middle area, right? Where we've clearly left the lifestyle business behind, right? Because now I've got staff, I'm mentoring and training. But it's going to take a couple of years of very intentional building to sort of get out of this solo into this super ensemble. Like there's a lot of room between those two things. And there's a lot of firms that they never wanted to be an enterprise, but they were too good at their job of being a solo practitioner in lifestyle business. And they couldn't say no to clients. And all of a sudden, they're sort of forced into being a CEO and they never really wanted it. And that sucks to see, right? Because those are the advisors that you can tell when they finally sell and they retire. A lot of times they'll stay on for years after they retired because they're finally back to doing the one or two things that they actually really like doing their entire career.
Yeah. Is there a technical term for no man's land? I mean, because I know enterprise, I know lifestyle. I don't know the technical term. Is it no man's land? I mean, it seems like a good term.
I mean, when you look at the talking heads like us that talk about this stuff, right? You got the solo silo, right? Where a handful of solos come together and we're sort of a team in name only. So you got solo, silo, ensemble, super ensemble, but there's so much room between these labels, right? That in reality, you're either operating your practice by yourself and you're hopefully efficient and enjoying it, or you're on the path towards building a large enterprise. And if your sights are set on being an enterprise, I'm not going to say you're all going to get there, but you definitely increase your odds. It is that no man's land, and I do lack a better term for it, but I call it no man's land because you feel like you sort of wandered into it unwittingly. Like I didn't intentionally set out to be an enterprise and I failed.
Yeah.
I just set out to take great care of my clients and serve my community. And here I am at $2.5 million in revenue with 10 employees, and I'm figuring out payroll, and I'm up late at night and I'm stressed and trying to figure out how we grow this thing. Like it wasn't on purpose for a lot of folks. I think it's folks that have entered no man's land and they are uncomfortable, but they look back and they can't see how to get back to being a solo.